Hello, I am back again doing another episode of Dark Girl Chronicles. I am chilling at home. It's my day off today and probably tomorrow. Um, and tomorrow I have grown folks things to do, such as go to the grocery store and do laundry and clean up my apartment. I didn't do too much of anything today other than, well, today was Gaming Insurrection upload day, and so if you guys have been following me, you'll know that I produce a video game publication that's called Gaming Insurrection. You can see it off to the side of my channel. If you go to like my main channel on YouTube, you can see it off to the side that says Gaming Insurrection, other channels from me. So, I did the upload for that today, and that was about it, really. And I went and got something to eat, but that was about it. That's all I did all day. I really didn't have much to do. I mean, I had to upload stuff, and then, I just didn't. And I was gonna go somewhere today. I was gonna go out to Lost Ark, which is, arcade slash video game store that I always go to in Greensboro, but I changed my mind because I didn't feel like leaving the house, so I didn't. So I don't know. I just there wasn't too much going on, and I decided I wasn't gonna hang around and give myself more work to do in the house. I was just gonna do what I had to do, and then I don't know, hang around online. So I found these two things. I was looking for about 2 hours today. Occasionally, I will remember that there were some commercials that I liked, like TV commercials that I liked that had music in them that I really liked. And I've been looking for these particular commercials for like 10 years, probably more than 10 years. Because, of course, these commercials came out before, well, it wasn't before the advent of the internet. Has the internet been around by this point? Okay, but there was no such thing as YouTube yet. So no one had bothered to upload these things. And it took forever, but finally, I found them. One of them was for a cotton commercial from 1998. And I knew I wasn't crazy. I kept looking and looking and looking, and I was like, why can I not find this? Why can I not find this commercial? Somebody somewhere has uploaded this commercial as a video. And because I remember watching it, and I was like, I can't be the only person who watched this commercial, like, and remembered it, and would like to have the music in it. I can't be the only person in the world who liked that commercial. And so I kept trying to look and look and look and look, and I was about to give up and be like, yeah, nobody else has watched this commercial. I apparently was the only person in the world who watched this commercial. Well, it turns out that, in fact, I was not the only person. And there are varying cotton commercials, okay? This particular one, I remembered I was in high school when it, like, was in rotation on TV. And I specifically remember being a senior in high school. And I was. It turns out that this particular commercial came out in 1998. And I was a senior that year. I started my senior year in 1998. And I graduated in like 1999. So, yeah. I was like, damn it. I know I'm not the only person that was looking for this. So, I found it. And I found the long version of it on YouTube. I was super excited about that. So I downloaded it. And I love the music in it. The music in it was just really awesome. It's like alternative rock. And it's really pretty, actually. And it's for, specifically, if you're looking for it, it's the one that focuses on underwear. And that would have been important to remember when I was looking for said commercial. Because as soon as I found what I was looking for, I went and looked on YouTube and typed in cotton commercial underwear, and it was like the fourth thing down. And I was like, seriously? Yeah. And the other commercial is kind of strange. Outside, as if looking for a cotton commercial isn't strange. But this other commercial was um it was a bumper promo on the Food Network in the early part of the decade, like 2002, 2001 ish. Okay. And I had remembered seeing this promo a couple of times, and every time I saw the promo, I was like laid out asleep, like half asleep, and happened to be awake and woken up at that point and saw what was on TV and was like, oh, that's I like the music in this. What is this about? This is a Food Network promo? Like, I went to sleep watching things on Food Network because even though I can't cook very well, I like watching cooking shows. I was a big fan of Ming Tsai on Food Network when he used to have a show on there. Because he used to do Ming's Quest, and he also had his very first show on Food Network was East Meets West. And I love that show. He now has his own show on public access television called Simply Ming. And I have, I'm looking to see, I have the first season on DVD because it was the only one that they released on DVD. And I have other DVD. Well, I have other cooking DVDs, but that one I particularly like that set, and I like how Ming did his show, and so I wish they'd put more of them on DVD. He has them on his website now. He has some of them on his website. Also, I was a huge fan of Moto Mario, and of the shows Moto Mario, and Emerald Live, and Emerald, the one that was with Emerald Lagasse just in his kitchen, where he didn't have the studio audience. I love that show. And Iron Chef. And I mean the original Japanese Iron Chef. Not this Iron Chef America shit. Iron Chef Japanese. Okay? Like that original series. When they redubbed it and brought it over here. I love that. And I also love Alton Brown. Because I love Good Eats. But yeah, I was a huge Food Network fan for a long time. And now I don't watch it because I just don't have cable. But they used to show this promo, and it would come on late at night, and probably during the day, but mostly I saw it late at night. And I'd always be half awake and paying attention. So when I got a little bit older and I realized that, people specialize in uploading commercials on YouTube, because that's apparently what people like doing, I went and looked for this commercial. And 2 years ago, I found it. And then I promptly lost it again. So, I found it again. And it's the song. The song that's used in the promo is called Hungry by Koshin, or Koshin. I don't know how it's pronounced, but they spell it Kosheen. And it's a group out of Hungary. It's a trio out of Hungary. And they're still together, as far as I know. They're still like a band, and they're together. But they produced this song, and it was on their album in 2001 called Resist. And the song is called Hungry. And the lyrics go something like, are you hungry for more than what you had before? Whet your appetite, are you hungry? And I remembered the lyrics, and I was just like, holy crap, I like this commercial. This music's kind of awesome. Why is it that I can't find this anywhere? And I'm sitting there like, what is the name of this song? And I never could figure out what the name was. But then I figured it out. I went and looked on Google. I Googled it, and I was like, somebody somewhere has figured out what this is. And this website that's called What Song Is It? And AdTunes had it. They were like, oh yeah, somebody had like asked about that. And so they were like, yeah, this is who this is. And I was like, oh crap, that's the song. So I found it on YouTube, and I promptly downloaded it and saved it. The video is awesome, but it also has a gigantic tarantula in it, and I kind of flipped out. Kind of sort of flipped out. But other than looking for music and stuff, I really haven't done anything else today. I finally got this music saved and set up and fixed up. And yes, you can see over in the corner, I have a katana. I know that was rather random, but I have a katana in the corner. It is dull as crap, but I will cut you if you show up to my apartment and I don't know you. I will cut you. That was also a can of Coca-Cola and a DSi. When I tell you I've been absolutely lazy today, I've been lazy today. So the boyfriend was, I swear, my boyfriend is just strange as hell. He's so strange. So he's like supposed to be, at some point he's supposed to be coming to visit me. All right. We have a long distance relationship. We're very much long distance. Like we live 3 hours away from each other. It just so happens that he's from my hometown, and I mean it's his hometown too, and he lives there. So I see him when I go home. Like I go home to visit my parents. I make it a point to visit him as well. So we have a very long distance relationship. And he had said that he was going to come visit me. Okay. He was going to come visit me before the end of the year. And I was like, actually, and I said this when I was in Columbia last, I was like, actually, now would be a great time for you to come visit me because I know what my schedule is going to be and I'm off. Like, I'm off Friday night and I work day shift on Friday, and so I got off early and I had the evening off on Friday. And I knew I was going to be off today and tomorrow. Okay. So I'm like, now would be a great time to come visit me. I don't know what's up with him. Sometimes he does some weird things. So he says to me, "Oh, well, I was going to try to go to this football game that's in Atlanta this weekend. So I'm not going to be in town. Like, I wouldn't be able to come up there because I'm going to be in Atlanta for this football game." And I'm like, babe, why are you going to Atlanta? Like, you spend an awful lot of time driving back and forth to Atlanta. That's a 3-hour drive. Why would you want to do that to yourself? First of all. Second of all, why in the hell are you always in Atlanta? What the shit is in Atlanta? Okay, that's number 2. Number 3, the schools that are playing in said football game, you didn't even attend either one of them. It's a social event. Let me tell you something about black people and historically black colleges and football. It is a social event. You're not going for the game, okay? That's why I was just like, don't even bother telling me that you're going for this game, because you're not going for the game. You're going because it's a social event and it's a chance to socialize with your people, okay? Because you didn't attend school for either one of these places that are playing. And it just so happens that South Carolina State and North Carolina A&T, okay? It's some border battle crap. And the Fall Atlanta Classic or some shit. I don't even know what the thing is called. All I know is that North Carolina A&T is playing in this because the paper I work for covers it in sports. Okay? And it's a historically black university. South Carolina State is a historically black university. My boyfriend did not attend either school. His parents attended South Carolina State, okay, but he didn't attend South Carolina State. And like his sisters went to South Carolina State, but he didn't attend South Carolina State. So I'm sitting there looking at him like, you're not going for this game, okay? Don't even bother using that as an excuse to be in Atlanta. You're going because this is a social event and you're going to go socialize, okay? Just be honest and upfront about it. Like, don't even bother telling me you're going for a football game. Oh, and by the way, you don't even really pay attention to football. Like, come on, dude. Like, seriously? You know what? I have no problem with him attending the game. I really don't. It's not that I'm mad that he went to the game and he didn't come see me. I got no problem with that because I have other things to occupy my time and other things to do than sit up and worry about somebody being at a football game that's, 6 hours away from me. Okay. But I'm just like, don't tell me that you're going to a football game when we know that you're not going to the football game. You're going to see and be seen because it is the event of the year to see and be seen in Atlanta. Like, seriously? Come on now. So, and then what got me was he had the nerve later on after I tell him that I was like, I told him this when I was home in Columbia, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to be off. I got my schedule. I know when I'm going to be off again. That would be the perfect time for you to come up there. So he says this line about he's going to the football game. Okay, fine, whatever. Guess I won't be seeing you then, will I? So then, like 2 weeks ago, or no, maybe like early, it may have been earlier in the week, I talked to him, and he mentions again, I asked him, I said, something about him getting the tickets and him going. I said, have you finalized the plans? Are you going to go or not? And because I'm like, if you're gonna come here, or if you're going to this game, you need to make up your mind and decide for sure. Because he was like, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna go to this game. I don't know though. That was the whole thing. He was like, I don't know if I'm gonna go and to this football game. And I'm like, you wasting time. Okay, either you going to the goddamn football game or you're not going. Like, which is it? Okay, so he never did give me this firm answer. My God, that about him bothers me. He's very non-committal and indecisive about things. And I really just want to be like, pick some goddamn thing and sit down somewhere, okay? Make a firm decision and stick with it, okay? Like, don't have me sitting up here like days before still asking you what you gonna do. Like, oh, that bothers me about him. I'm just like, fucking pick something and be done with it. Why does this always have to be hard? So anyway, he decides that he's going to this football game. Okay, fine, whatever. I don't care. I'll see you at the end of the month then. Okay. But when I mentioned to him, I again said, I am off that weekend. It's one of the weekends I'm off in October. You know, have you decided what you're gonna do? And he's like, oh, why didn't you tell me this shit? I would have come up there. Because I'm going to go to one of these games during the fall. I'm going to try to go to one of these games in the fall. And I'm like, didn't I tell your ass that I was off? Like I told you 3 weeks ago that I was off this weekend in particular. Okay. And I said I was going to be in Burlington. I wasn't going to be in Columbia. I was going to be in Burlington. Did I not say? And he was like, oh yeah, you did tell me that, didn't you? And I was like, oh my God. I'm going to strangle you. I was like, I'm so going to strangle you. You work on my nerves. Holy crap. I love the man to death. Don't get me wrong. I love him to death. And he is a sweet man. He is a very sweet man. But my God, he can't deal with change very well. He doesn't pay attention when you tell him things. And then he's non-committal and very indecisive. And it works on my nerves. I'm just like, oh my God. Were you not listening when I told you that? I specifically told you this for a reason. So now he gonna come talking about, well, I'm gonna try to come see you before the end of the year. And I'm like, right. So you need to tell me when it's gonna be, because one weekend out of the month, I'm gonna be here. One weekend out of the month, I'm gonna be there. So don't pick to come up here a weekend that I'm not gonna be here. Okay, and then I'm coming to Columbia, because you will have wasted your time. I mean, like, I don't understand why this has to be so damn hard. Like, dude, really? Just fucking pay attention when I tell you things. God, that annoys me. It annoys me to no end. And it's like, it's very few things about him that I don't like, but this is one of them. God, it's one of them. It drives me up the wall. I want to be like, pay attention. I'm not telling you this stuff just to be telling you stuff. And also something else that bothers me is like, he procrastinates. And it's bad because the two of us together procrastinate like you wouldn't believe it. I already procrastinate, but I know that, and I recognize that about myself, that I procrastinate. And I know that that's a problem. And so I try very hard not to put things off. Like, if I put it off once, I'm going to immediately, the next time I think about it, I'm going to go do it. because I know that procrastination is a very bad trait. It is, and it's annoying. So I try not to put things off. But my God, he procrastinates. Like, I'm like, did you do what you were supposed to be doing? Because he's supposed to be applying for this job in the school district that my dad had recommended him for. Okay. I'm like, why does this have to be so goddamn hard? You're supposed to be getting your references together. They told you you were supposed to be getting your references together to apply for this job. If you know that's all you got to do, why haven't you done it? Like, you don't want the damn job then. This is my thing. I'm like, you turned down a perfectly good job for something that's a pie in the sky, possible maybe job that you ain't got no confirmation on. Okay, to chase something. And then when you're supposed to be making sure you got all your stuff together for said job, you ain't did what you're supposed to do. What the shit are you doing? Like, do what you're supposed to do and quit procrastinating. Because what's going to happen is they're going to go and fill the job. And then you're going to be stuck because you ain't got either one. You turned down one for this other one, and then you ain't going to have the one that you're supposed to be applying for. I'm like, oh my God, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? Do I have to be on your ass like every day? And do not call me and be like, have you talked to your dad about it? No, I haven't talked to my dad. You was supposed to talk to my dad. Why I gotta be the go-between? You got his number. It ain't like you don't know what his number is. I'm like, why am I the go-between all of a sudden? You can call him just like I can. I'm not the one who want the job. I don't. I don't care about the job in the district. I don't, because that's not what I'm trying to do. But you're the one who pinned all your hopes and dreams on this one job. Okay? Like, why am I supposed to be the contact on this? No, I am not the go-between. You call him yourself and you find out what's going on. But because I'm nice and because I care and I want to see him succeed, I have called my dad and been like, so Daddy, what's going on with this? Daddy, what's the progress being made on this? Where are we on this? Have you talked to the dude that you recommended him to? I mean, what does he need to do to get this right? Okay, and to get his foot in the door here and talk to this guy. Like, I'm sitting there like, what does he need to do? Like, I'm talking to my dad about this, and because I'm super nice about things, but it's working on my nerves. And I'm getting ready to be like, what the shit are you doing? You gonna mess around and you not gonna get the job. Okay, the dude done already been told that you want this job, that you've been recommended for it. He's already been told that you want to do it, and you bum fumbling around and ain't did what you're supposed to be doing. What are you doing? Oh, I know what you're doing. You're on fucking Facebook, setting up a fucking social event in Atlanta. That's what you're doing. Oh, I see. Yeah. So right now I'm just super annoyed with everything, and this does not help because it just works on my nerves. I mean, it's just like, what are you doing? So I don't want to, and my thing with him is I don't want to hear you bitch and moan about the job that you're in, because you could easily get out of this. You could have been out of said job. You had a job on the table and you turned it down. Like, you turned it down. Oh, after you dragged me to a dinner where we sat and talked to your father about it, who didn't tell you to turn the job down. He actually told you to take the job, get rid of the one that you had because that one was terrible, and keep this one here, the better one that was part-time, until you got the full-time job at the school. Like, I don't understand how you miss these things. Like, and then it's like bitching and moaning about his job, and I'm like, shut up. Like, do what you're supposed to do, and then you wouldn't have this problem. Otherwise, shut up. I don't know. It's just frustrated girlfriend. I just am frustrated girlfriend right now because it's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? This should not be a problem right now. This shouldn't be a problem. This really shouldn't be a problem. Like, I don't understand. I don't. Anyway, I just needed to vent that because it's working on my nerves. It's really working on my nerves. And I'm getting ready. The next time I go home, And actually, and I suppose it will be the next time I go home, and when I see him face to face, I'm going to talk to him and I'm going to tell him what I just said, probably in a less dramatic way, and less of an asshole way. But I'm going to say it because somebody needs to say it, and obviously, obviously, he not he not he not doing what he's supposed to be doing. I'm like, focus. Let's stay focused, okay? Focus. Focus on job. Like, I can only do so much. I live 3 hours away. I can only do so much. Oh, God. Anyway, so I guess I'm going to go. I don't have anything else to talk about. And now that I've been able to vent, I feel a lot better. I didn't feel like doing anything today, and I just felt like crap. And I just didn't want to leave the house and deal with people. Humanity. I just really didn't want to deal with humanity today. Not in the mood. And let me tell you, there's a lot of days where I'm just not in the mood to deal with humanity. Because let me tell you something. You human beings work on my nerves. Some of you people, let me tell you something about other people. People work on my nerves. They don't do what they're supposed to do. And they like to hear themselves talk. And it bothers me. And I just don't feel like being bothered with it. And not to mention, I've been having issues with stuff at work. And all I'm going to say about doing my stuff at work is that apparently I'm supposed to be unofficially the assistant desk chief because I'm a copy editor and page designer. I'm supposed to be the unofficial assistant desk chief, but it seems to me that I'm doing the work of the desk chief plus the assistant desk chief, and I ain't got no damn title behind my name other than copy editor / page designer. I don't have no assistant whatever behind my name, so I'm just like, whoa, bruh. And then on top of that, my supervisor went on vacation and then had the nerve to leave this obnoxious ass email before he left that was like, you need to think about just how serious, please think about just how serious your emergency is before you pick up the phone and call me while I'm on vacation. And I'm like, first of all, motherfucker, don't nobody want to talk to you anyway, because you're an asshole, okay? Let's just go on and put that out there. You're an asshole. Don't nobody want to deal with you in the first place, but they kind of have to because they're, stuck. Okay, that's number one. Number two, if I didn't have to call you, I wouldn't call you in the first place. But seeing as though you're kind of in charge of this shit, guess who it's going to come back to if you haven't fixed it? I'm like, guess who's going to fix that? Guess who gets to fix that? Oh, and by the way, since I'm your unofficial second in command, you can shut the fuck up and actually do some of this work that you just saddled me with. Because when shit goes wrong while you're on vacation, guess who's going to have to be the person that they call? And sure enough, shit went wrong in the middle of the week on my day off. And so people didn't pick up the phone even though I said, call me if something goes wrong. I was like, call me. Motherfucking know-it-all didn't pick up the phone and call. So they had issues. I still wound up having to go down there and fix it. But thank God one of the other copy editors had enough sense to pick up the phone and call somebody and be like, hey, this is a problem. Like, and I don't know how to fix it. My supervisor works on my nerves. So, and I'm like, you talk an awful lot of fucking trash to be needing my help and needing me to be by default the second in command. Because I know how to do this shit. But you're talking an awful lot of noise and then you turn around and you need me. I'm not going to be the person who said I told you so, but I motherfucking told you so. God. So, other than that, I enjoy my job. It's easy and I know how to do it and I'm good at it. But God help him, I swear, my supervisor is a jackass. So, yeah, I'm just like, when you come back from vacation, guess what? You're going to get a lot of shit you got to deal with the first day you come back. I'm going to make sure I'm going to make sure I drop all kinds of bombs on your ass so you can see what the fuck you missed while you were gone. Because, oh yeah, by the way, you said don't call you if there wasn't an absolute emergency. As if I want to call you in the first place. Anyway, I'm going to go now because I am being angry person and that's not attractive. Nor do I feel like being an angry person right now. So I'm going to go play some video games. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. I don't know. I'll probably do another video later. I don't know when, but I will. So I'll see you guys later. And we're going to say goodbye. You can see my katana. You can't really see anything over there, but that's my katana. Anyway, deuces.